Bob Iger, the current CEO of the Walt Disney Company, and President Donald J. Trump, the current President of the United States. These two men are not exactly whom you might think of as bosom buddies. In fact, it's well documented that they have not gotten along, which is a bit of an understatement. But what happens if you are president of the Walt Disney Company and you want to put your new park in the Middle East, a controversial area of the world to say the least? Well, you might want to meet with the President of the United States, no matter who that person happens to currently be. And apparently, that's exactly what happened. Yes, Bob Iger met with Donald Trump in the White House. And how exactly did that meeting go down? Well, to say the least, you might have to roll with the beast if you want to do business in the Middle East. I guess in their own way, both of these men could be considered beasts, but that could be a good thing considering their jobs. There are no beasts among you, my audience, though, because you are the greatest audience on YouTube, and we like you, we love you, and we thank you for coming in today, and we would greatly appreciate it if you would like this video. Let's get on with this very interesting story where politics and pop culture cross paths. Fact of the matter is, whether we like it or not, sometimes politics and pop culture cross paths. Even to the point that it cross paths with like theme park stuff. It just is what it is. And that's where we are today because we have a very interesting story. Now, the story is Bob Iger meeting up with President Trump, apparently in the White House, where we got a story about that. Now, I don't know that they're really cozying up to each other as much as this is one meeting. And of course, it's not exactly like these two like each other. They're probably still button heads, to be honest with you. But it's going to be an interesting thing to learn about what happened at the White House. Let's check out this story out of thatparkplace.com. I'll put it on the screen for you. Trump praises Disney's Abu Dhabi park after Bob Iger presented the plans to him personally in the Oval Office. How interesting. Now, these two, I don't know. This is, by the way, out of thatparkplace.com by Mr. Marvin Montanero. If you're not bookmarked to thatparkplace.com, you might want to go ahead and bookmark that now. This is, by the way, a VIP story, so you got to have special access to get the entire story, but I have the permission to share it with y'all here. President Donald J. Trump is throwing surprising support behind Disney's new theme park in Abu Dhabi, praising the project during a trade summit in the United Arab Emirates and revealing that Disney CEO Bob Iger personally presented the plans to him recently in the Oval Office. Disney, see the new theme park. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be incredible, Trump said. Bob Iger was in my office the other day, and he was showing it to me. It's going to be incredible. I guess that's how he would have said it. The comments, which came at the tail end of a week-long trade mission to the Middle East, mark a stark shift in tone from the president who has frequently criticized Disney in the recent years. His praise now comes amid an economic push to strengthen ties between the United States and the Gulf region, a mission that has so far yielded over $200 billion in deals, including a major Boeing aircraft order and energy partnerships with American companies. Now, this is interesting because despite whatever your personal feelings are about Trump as president, the guy is a businessman. The guy is a deal maker. He literally wrote the art of the deal. So it's what he does. It's his forte. He's got about 3.5 years left of doing it. So we got to get used to it, regardless of your feelings. And you can post whatever you want to in the comment section. Keep it clean. But I'm cool. Whatever you want to post in the comment section about this, as long as you're keeping it clean and family friendly, go for it. And it might be positive, might be negative. I understand. That's the reality of when politics crosses with pop culture and theme park stuff. It happens. It just happens. So let me get this back up here. Trump's remarks raise eyebrows, not only because of his past criticisms of Disney, but also because of the high-level nature of the presentation. While most theme park deals are handled through legal terms and international development liaisons, this one was brought straight to the desk of President Trump, the President of the United States, by Disney CEO, a man who notoriously opposes Trump. It's a signal that Disney views this project as more than a regional expansion. It's a global prestige play. Still, the context surrounding this newfound alliance is important. Since 2017, Trump has taken Disney to task over its programming, its political positions, and its handling of internal conflicts, especially regarding Florida's parental rights in education legislation and the fallout with Governor Ron DeSantis. Trump famously sided uh, with his longtime ally, Ike Perlmutter, who sold his Disney stock after losing a power struggle with Iger. At the time, Trump accused the company of turning into a woke and disgusting shadow of its former self. In a notable development, Disney CEO Bob Iger authorized a $15 million payment to President Donald Trump's future presidential library. Oh, let me reread that. Wow. In a notable development, Disney CEO Bob Iger authorized a $15 million payment to President Donald Trump's future presidential library as part of a settlement resolving a defamation lawsuit filed by Trump against ABC News. The lawsuit stemmed from ABC anchor George Stephanopoulos' inaccurate on-air assertion about a Trump legal case. In addition to that $15 million donation, ABC News agreed to pay $1 million to cover Trump's legal fees and issued a public statement expressing regret over the misstatement. The settlement, approved by Iger, was seen by some as a strategic move to avoid a protracted legal battle and potential challenges to press freedom, but the battle between Disney and Trump, it seems, may have cooled for the moment. I don't know if that'll last. We'll find out in the coming days. Disney's venture into Abu Dhabi, spearheaded in partnership with regional operator Miral, is being cast as a turning point. The Middle Eastern firm is known for bringing Western culture staples to the region, including Warner Brothers, SeaWorld, and the Louvre. Their influence likely helped bring Disney to the table, along with the promise of financial stability in a politically neutral sandbox, literally a sandbox, far from Florida's firestorms. Still, it's telling that Trump singled out Disney as an American brand making smart global moves, even after years of railing against this direction. For both sides, this might be less about forgiveness and more about strategy. I would say it's probably, let me put it this way. If I were to say that Bob Iger is truly cozying up to President Trump, I think I would get this response.
Right.
Yeah, no. Yeah. But like I said, it's about strategy. Well, I didn't say it. Marvin Montanaro said it. Disney needs international wins. Trump needs American companies planting flags abroad. And both men, despite a rocky history, seem to understand the value of optics when billions of dollars are on the line. Miral's chief executive, Mohammed Al-Zaabi, shared Trump's remarks on social media with the caption, "What a theme park! Even presidents talk about it." But while executives might celebrate the moment as a crowning achievement, it's clear the relationship between Disney and American leadership is no fairy tale. It's a transactional truce, beneficial, but not exactly built on trust. As President Trump focuses on solidifying his legacy during his final term and Disney navigates its global strategy, this partnership underscores the intricate interplay between business objectives and political agendas. And it's true. No matter how you feel about Bob Iger or President Trump, you might be on one side, you might fall on another. These types of things are the reality that we live in when business deals have to be made. Look, the company's going to Abu Dhabi. Trump touts it. Truth of the matter is, a lot of people, especially those that have let's say very opposing views to what President Trump is out there saying. Those people are not liking this move of Disney going to Abu Dhabi, but it's going to happen no matter what. It's going to be a very interesting place. Like, it's really funny because there are actually people on the right and the left who object to Disney going to Abu Dhabi, while the president touts it as a great move because of the relationship with the Middle East. Look, President Trump's trying to make peace in the Middle East. That's his job. It's every president's job, by the way. So he's not alone in doing it. But, I want to know what your thoughts are. Like, where do you stand on this whole Bob Iger, President Trump thing? Are you on one side or are you another? Or are you more like me, kind of skeptical about the whole thing? Let us know in the comments down below. Let us know before you go out the door. And we do thank you so very much for coming in and checking out this video today. Remember, every morning at 9:30 a.m. we do the Daily Dish live here on this channel, so come check that out. Also, if you don't mind, please do leave a like on this video by clicking that like button below. If you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell. When you click it, you stick it to the YouTube algorithm and you get notified of all of our uploads here at Follow the Bradley's Fun. Thank you so much once again, and until the next time, we will see ya real soon. Bye, everybody. Ciao.